So I had an experience I want to get a view on. This experience started out with me soaring in the sky, but kind of low. Like I was over a field, or like it looked like Mission Bay Park, if you're familiar, in San Diego. And I was flying around and noticed some birds, and went and checked out the birds. There was like a cockatiel I came up to and looked at, and then I kept kind of soaring, like circling around, and then touched down and was in the park. And then I noticed a woman she had dark hair and was wearing a white dress, kind of like a wedding dress or something. And it was like we knew each other, and we ran to each other and embraced. And I kind of picked her up and we twirled around. It was kind of like a happy couple moment. And then right after that, though, I looked up into the sky, up and to the left, and there was a big warplane with a giant bomb connected to it. The bomb looked like a exaggerated, like Fat Man, the nuclear bomb. It was, this big bulbous. The bomb was bigger than the plane itself too. It was way up in the sky, and then it was like gunmetal black, and it had an orange or a red nose, and it had the sickle and hammer insignia on it. And then the bomb dropped, and I watched it drop all the way to the ground, and then to my right, way off in the distance, I saw like a nuclear explosion start to happen, like the mushroom cloud shape going, and I saw the blast just continuing to increase and increase, and then had that moment where I realized that I was a goner, basically, and just kind of stood there and accepted it, and waited for the blast to reach me, and then the experience ended right then. So I kind of have an impression of what some of this might mean, but I'd like to hear, Duane, what you might have to say about it too.
Well, yeah, Ian, again, we're seeing this because a lot's taking place behind the scenes. And so on the real side, you're seeing it too, and it's a warning. And so very real, this is what they've been planning a long time. And when they do it, we'll see. Again, it's a warning, and the bomb being bigger than the plane, yeah, well, the plane's the vehicle, with the bomb's bigger, so it's going to be huge. And yeah, this is how it is. This is the Earth, and people have been warned, and get ready. This is what awareness is about. We're trying to prepare people, wake them up, and people making choices. So the more people that step up, and that's where I started the intuitive course there, for people to show up and start to figure out their intuitive side, which has been called dreams, making people think, basically, for the most part, that you're just dreaming. It has nothing to do with anything else, but it's an opening to see what's going on, because otherwise it's more lifetimes. That's it. Because when you go to the other side, most of the time, you don't know where you're at. You don't know what's going on. You don't even know what's happened, because it happens so fast. And it takes you a while to get stabilized. Then all of a sudden you're in another lifetime and you don't remember. So it can go that fast. It just depends. Each person's a little different, but huge warning, Ian. If you have the courage, create a Facebook group, put that on there, share that, share my intuitive dream course there, the introduction there. You should have it. It's in the Skype here and whatever. If you don't, we'll send it to you. Put that along there, and start contacting people, because you're getting that. Now, Val had a lady down here in La Mission years ago that had a real side experience, because she had worked with Apple up in Cupertino and worked there, and she had a real side experience where she saw this floating city come up, and then this dark figure came out and started jumping on the cars, and finally came to her car, and then the experience ended. Well, Val, we tried to, help this lady along, but she wasn't interested. But she could have stepped up and warned a lot of other people that are working at Apple, and she could have stepped up and helped, but she didn't. So she will just stay unconscious for many more lifetimes unless she steps up. So this is where each person decides that you got to earn your way. So you can do that. You can start putting this stuff together and sharing this. It really helps, and you'll get more guidance. Yes, thank you.
Thanks. Yeah, this is the second very intense nuclear bomb experience that I've had, and both of them were referring to San Diego. And the first one happened before I came down to Mexico. It was kind of part of the reason that spurred me to want to get out of there, because it's such a militant, high frequency, polluted area. So